Hi guys, and welcome to Healing Place Church. We're in Eswatini. What a beautiful country, what a beautiful church we're in. We've recently partnered with Healing Place to carry out all their AVL upgrades, and we're so excited to be here. We've obviously taken into account what their needs were, what the budget was, and we've deployed a couple of systems that can be expandable over the next few years, with as much being done in the near future. So starting out here in the foyers, we've started out with some Audac LT speakers just to throw some audio out here. Nice presence as people are coming into the church. Just makes it feel a little bit warm and welcome. We're here in the parents' room where we've got two nice Martin Audio 8-on speakers, giving the parents that are sitting in here a really welcoming and a good feeling about being a part of church, even though they're on the other side of the building. We're using AHM control. AHM control allows us to send different audio signals throughout and makes it easy to control. For example, we've got one of these IP1 controllers, and they can at least adjust their own volume. But also it's connected to a system where it can be controlled from your app. So a staff member can easily just walk around and control different zones. Throughout the building, we have got HD SDI sending to different TVs. For example, here in the foyers, we're making use of TVs for adverts, live content. It's completely flexible using the Blackmagic switcher. We're currently in our room where we have all our audio-visual server cabinets, and that's housing everything for sound, for lighting, for video distribution, including the Mac Minis and stuff. Just a really nice, neat way to store everything, be able to troubleshoot. Our team did a great job with the cabling. Everything's labeled, easy to trace, especially in the future if there was a quick change out or something. It's very important to be able to identify cable. But just a quick rundown, on this side we've got all of our audio. We're still carrying our things in phases, something we find very important for churches, not to overwhelm them from like a budget perspective of doing everything at once, but just putting in the right infrastructure the first time so that they can keep on building. So right here we've got our AHM at the top. AHM's doing all of our audio distribution throughout the building, going to nurseries, foyers, outside speakers. Got a future TF rack, which is going to be then used for broadcast mixing. Right now, not implemented into this phase. We're just using the Avantis and a spare mix. Coming down here to the Shure SLXD with a really good antenna distro. The SLXD will then be populated as budget allows. Currently, they've got two, and then we're using some of the existing BLX systems that we've just placed on stage just because of an RF issue, if I can put it that way. So this will then allow them to just populate as budget allows, all powered through the UA844 distro. And then coming down here to our Allen & Heath DX168 for local inputs and outputs. And then our amplifiers, which are Blaze amplifiers, really great amplification, great DSP, perfect for the Martin audios that are out in the auditorium. Starting with lighting at the top, we've got a Chauvet splitter, and that's just distributing our DMX signal with a Chamsys Genetics GN5, which is a node, and that's connected to the lighting PC. Also connected to a KVM, which is going to front of house. Great to access without having computers and stuff at front of house, just makes it cleaner, easier to have everything located in one central area. And then we've got our switch for distributed audio, Dante, and network control over equipment, including a patch that goes to different areas of the building. On our video side, we've got the Blackmagic. Blackmagic is connected to the Mac Mini, and the Mac Mini is connected to a Sonnet with a deck-click duo card. Our Constellation HD Blackmagic switcher is currently taking all the inputs, where there's going to be future cameras, where all the HD SDI infrastructure is already in place, and outputs to different areas of the building, including the screens in the auditorium and foyers and the nursery. So here at front of house, we have the Avantis Solo from Allen & Heath, a great, compact, quite a professional desk to have, but really met the budget of this church without being too excessive. It is connected to a DX hub and then 3 DX168 stage boxes. It also has a built-in Dante card, which allows for Dante capabilities, which they can record their services, record worship events, and also help with distributed audio throughout the building. Coming over to Yo, as I mentioned, we have the Magic Q PC from Chamsys. That is handling all of our lighting. and that is connected to the server rack at the back. Same with our computer, which has ProPresenter running, but is also allowing for control over Blackmagic, the Blackmagic devices that we have, such as the Constellation HD, all connected over KVM. So no computers here, keeps it very clean. Also from a safety perspective, really nice to just have everything centrally located. Currently we're in the auditorium and we have the CDD 15s from Martin Audio. Great sounding box, really giving great coverage, especially with its coaxial dispersion. The coverage is pretty even and we are really happy with the end results, and enough SPL to carry the band during worship and praise, so we're really happy with that. One of the future phases is we'll be putting in an LED screen in the center and changing out the side projectors to laser projectors, as we're currently just using their existing projectors as a temporary solution. We've installed some lining, also temporary, using some of their fixtures and some new lining for front lining. So we're super happy with it. Good response in the building, and we think this is going to be a great solution for the Feeling Place Church.